you all are doing well. So today we are going to see the second video that we had already started in a previous class. So let's start today's video, children, with the human heart. The human heart is about the size of a clenched fist. Clenched fist means if you close your fist like this, children, that is known as the clenched fist. So your heart size is about the size when you close your fist. It is a muscular organ that rhythmically contracts to force the blood around the body of an organism. That means it's a rhythmic functioning is rhythmic thing. That means in a rhythm it contracts and it expands. And when it is contracting, it will force the blood around the body of an organism. The circulation of a blood is initiated by the heart. Whatever blood is circulating in our body, children, that initiation, that starting point of that circulation is actually our heart. It gets started from the heart only, which lies in between the lungs and appears to be slightly towards the left side. As you can see in the picture, children, that the position of the heart is, it is in between the lungs and is slightly tilted towards the left side. It encloses in a double membrane called the pericardium, which is filled with the pericardial fluid. Now the heart is enclosed in the double membrane. That means it has a double wall around it. And in between this double wall, there is a fluid filled, children, that acts as a shock absorbing fluid. Now this double membrane or the walls are known as pericardium, and the liquid filled between the layers is known as the pericardial fluid. It is formed of the four chambers. A human heart has, children, four chambers. That means four rooms. The two anterior chambers, that means the two chambers as you can see in the picture, children, that are towards the top side, are known as the auricles, and they receive the blood. That means the blood comes to the heart and gets collected in the auricles. The lower part, as you can again see in the picture, children, they are known as the ventricles, and the blood gets distributed to the body through the ventricles. In between these chambers are present the door-like valves. Now even in the veins you had seen valves, children. Valves are like the doors that force the blood to move in one direction only. That is present in the veins also. Similar kind of valves are present here, which allow the blood to flow in one direction only. That is, the blood is forced to flow from the auricles towards the ventricles. The reverse flow of the blood is prevented by the valves. That means from the ventricles, the blood will not go back to the auricles, but from the auricles, blood will come to the ventricles. Why? Because of the presence of the valve. Now see, a picture is given over here in your books, children. These are the auricles and these are the ventricles. So from the auricles, the blood comes into the ventricles, but from the ventricle, it can't go back into the auricle. So this is a picture which is given in your books, children. Have a look at it. Next we come to, children, the valves in the heart. What are the different valves that are present in the heart? Right auriculoventricular valve. Now this right auriculoventricular valve is a tricuspid valve. That means it has kind of three valves are there. It's a tricuspid, right? Three doors are there. It is located between the right auricle and the right ventricle. The name is telling right auriculoventricular. That means present between the right auricle and the right ventricle. It's a tricuspid. This is an important point, children. Coming to the left one, which is present between the left auricle and the left ventricle, is a mitral, or you call it as the bicuspid valve. It is located between the left auricle and the left ventricle. Next comes, children, the pulmonary semilunar valve. It is located at the opening of the pulmonary artery. Because it is present at the opening of pulmonary artery, children, it is known as the pulmonary semilunar valve. And there is one more, that is the aortic semilunar valve. It is located at the opening of the aorta. Now these are the two openings that are present, and then the two other are present between the auricles and the ventricles. Now here, children, you can see a simplified picture of the human heart, children. Look at it, the right auricle and the right ventricle, and here is the valve in between them. Similarly, the left auricle, the left ventricle, and here is the valve in between them. See, they are opening in one direction only. Then this is the aorta, children, which has again a valve is present, right? You can have a look at it, children. Here is the pulmonary artery, as you can see over here, children, and here is a valve that is present. So these are the 4 valves that are present. See, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are the 4 valves, children, that are present in a human heart. There is one thing more, children, that you can see in this picture. There is a septum. See, there is a septum that divides the left side from the right side. So that way we have the 4 chambers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is a septum that is separating them into the 4 different chambers. Now this one you can have again a clear view at it, children. Over here is the tricuspid valve, here is the bicuspid valve, here is the valve that is going to the aorta, and here is another valve that is going to the pulmonary artery. So these are the 2 semilunar valves. I hope now it is very clear to all of you. Coming to the next thing, children, the heartbeat. In the heart cycle of a man, there are 2 sounds which can be heard. These sounds are the diastole and the systole. Diastole is the brief period in the heart cycle when both the atria and the ventricles are relaxed. Or you can say, children, when the heart is relaxing, that stage is known as the diastole. And that is the time when the heart gets filled with the blood from the veins. Whereas systole is the phase of the heart cycle when the heart muscles are contracting. Or in short, you can say, children, systole is that phase of the heart where the heart is actually contracting. So in the beginning I told you, children, the function of the heart is what? It contracts and it expands. So the phase of contraction is systole, and the phase where it relaxes is known as the diastole. Now see, a doctor trying to listen to the heartbeat of a patient. Diastole and systole produce an unmistakable 2-tone sound which is easily heard through an instrument. Now there's an instrument that is used by the doctors which they call it as the stethoscope, and this stethoscope, children, is used for hearing the heartbeat. As you can see in the picture, children, in a healthy adult, the heartbeat of an average person is 72 times in a minute. That means in 1 minute you will hear 72 times the heartbeat. This can vary between 60 beats per minute to 80 depending from person to person, and even on the kind of work that we are doing. Exercise makes the heartbeat become faster, bringing more and more blood to the muscles, which is good for our health. The beating of the heart is controlled by the pacemaker, also called the sinoatrial node. Now this is another word for pacemaker, children. How many times your heart is beating, that is controlled by the pacemaker, which is a group of special nerve cells in the right atrium. Where is the location of this pacemaker, children? It is in the right auricle, which is known as the right atrium. Now this table over here in your book is given how many times the heart beats of the various organisms. So you can have a look at it, children. Look at the newborn baby. In a newborn baby, the heart beats at the rate of 250 beats per minute, which is it's too high. And in an adult man, it is only 72 beats, and for an adult woman, it is 80 beats. The cardiac cycle. There's a small region of muscles. Right now I told you, children, SAN node, that was the sinoatrial node or the pacemaker of the heart, which is present in the right auricle of the heart. This initiates an impulse that causes the auricles of the heart to contract, followed by the contraction of the ventricles. Now when our heartbeat starts, children, first the auricles will contract and then the ventricles will contract. The contraction phase of the heart is called systole. I told you right now, children, that the contraction phase of the heart is called systole. heart not only contracts but it will relax also. The relaxation phase is called the diastole. Both these phases of diastole and systole, they occur in a rhythmic manner, that is one after another, and together what are they known as? Together they are known as the cardiac cycle. The last thing we do today is the pulse. Whenever the heart contracts, it forces the blood to pass through the arteries. This results in the expansion of the walls of the arteries. Now, when the blood is being passed out, it is forced out. Then the arteries, they will expand, children, because whenever a lot of pressure is created, the arteries will expand. Because they have elastic muscular walls. Now, because the walls of the arteries are elastic, that means they can expand and they can contract without harming the arteries. So the blood can be forced easily. This is called the pulse. Now, this pulse, many a times you must have been to the doctor where they try to put a hand on your wrist and then they try to count the number of heartbeats. So that heartbeat calculation that they do, children, that is known as the pulse. This can be felt with the fingertips pressed lightly over the superficial artery. The neck pulse and the wrist pulse are the most useful pulses for counting the pulse rate, and that is where the doctors take the pulse count. The pulse rate of a normal person will be 72 times in 1 minute. That means because a heart is beating 72 times in a minute, so the pulse rate is also the same. So with this we come to an end of today's video. So that's it for today's video, children. I hope I made myself very clear to you and you have understood each and every point that I have explained to you in today's video. If you have really understood, you know what is to be done. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell icon, because after that you will be notified with every new video that I'm going to upload. See you very soon with rest of the videos upcoming soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.